My name's Col Henry. I've been a public art sculptor for probably 30 years, but I started making art when I was born, really. I'm actually 75 and still very busy and very much love making sculpture. The big stuff that I do this is mostly for councils and universities. Is such a rewarding process for me. I get to talk to community, and so this particular artwork is designed for a specific space like this, which is looking at the environment, the ocean and that sort of stuff, because the artwork is actually very reflective, a lot of mirror polishing on it, and so for me it was the outlook from this place we are right now, looking out at the ocean is just sensational. And my understanding of this is that when you make an artwork like this, everybody who looks at it is going to have a different opinion and a different understanding, and it depends on their culture and their experiences and all that sort of stuff. So the concept of this artwork, it's called Reflect, is because it was designed to not only reflect when people arrive and look at it, so they will reflect internally on how they feel about the place and the space and all that sort of stuff, but also it obviously, because it's made of mirror polished stainless steel, or a lot of it, it actually reflects everything that it sees. So people often think that stainless steel is silver, but it's not. It reflects the colours that are around it and the motion and all the stuff that's happening. So the concept really was to engulf the whole site and saturate the sculpture with it, which it's doing. I also had the brilliant opportunity to include some stuff from the local primary school, at Scarborough Primary School, to actually come up with some aspirational phrases, and they just floored me when they did them. Like up there on the mountain there's a massive cliff, the escarpment, and one of the kids said, "Cliffs are free." And for that, this is where the reflect word comes in, because when people reflect on what that actually means, who knows where they'll go. The inscriptions on the artwork were, originally we were thinking of doing some little sketches from the local primary schools and also some of the interested people around the place. But as the project proceeded, because it's been a little while in the making, we started to think that the idea of reflect was so important that some aspirational phrases that really are out of the box will really make people come, and once they find them, because they're not in your face, they're quite subtle little inscriptions on the work. So once they find, there's about 25 or 30 inscriptions. Soar with the eagles. If the sun doesn't shine, smile. Things like that are just, for me, what a great thing to actually incorporate into the sculpture. I feel I'm incredibly lucky sculptor to actually have worked for Wollongong Council for over 4 different projects over maybe 15 or more years. This one for me is probably the highlight of them all. But the first project I did was at the waterfront near the marina, and it's still in really good nick, and so many people love it around there. They really enjoy the thing. So for me it's such a, I live on the Central Coast, not Wollongong, and it's a bit of an unusual thing for me to be picked for the works, but I try to always incorporate what's going on in the local area. So it's been a great opportunity and a great challenge to do this one and the other 4 that I did.